Good morning traders, welcome back. Coming to you this morning from the airport in Warsaw. I'm about to leave this place for Gdansk. Today I want to talk about something quite interesting. 5 things that successful traders do on the weekend. And I've summarized this with the word guard. The reason for this is that doing these things will definitely guard you or protect you and your state of mind for the week. And that will guard you from so many mistakes that you can make during the week that you will be able to avoid based on these 5 things. I've got a flight to catch, but I want to start with the first item right now. So first thing first, the J in guard stands for goal. And there's kind of 2 parts to it. So successful traders know how to set goals, they know how to review goals. That's 2 parts. Whenever there's a new week, there should be technically a new goal or something you work on for the week. It could be trading wise, could be something different depending on what time frame you trade. But without goals, it's like very hard to progress and to move forward. Let's say you want to improve something but you don't track at all what you do and what happens. Very hard to know if you improve, and you might feel like you're going backwards sometimes. But setting goals allow you to go back on the week, go back on the past few days, and see how things improve, see if you reach your goal. And if you didn't, then just set a new goal and change things a little bit. Now the next part is U, and U stands for understand. Understand what happened the past week in the market. Do you have any zones in your chart you need to look at? Do you have any pairs that didn't move as you expected? Do you have any pair that kind of do nothing and that you should maybe drop and wait for later to trade? That's really important. So that understand part kind of means you have to do a whole analysis of the market every single week. And if you can, even every single day. Always have these domestic flights, so simple. So welcome to Gdansk, still in Poland. I took a Uber to the Airbnb, but since I cannot check in now, like things really went fast, incredible. I said I would check in at 2 p.m, but it's only 12 now and I'm already there. So I walked to the first restaurant I could find on Google Map, which is this Chinese place here. It should be pretty good, but we'll see. And this table is getting packed up with a lot of food, it's incredible. Alright guys, and I made it to the Airbnb. Pretty cool place, pretty cool area too, not too far from the city center. So now it's time to go to the old town. But while I'm getting there, I want to give you guys the 3rd thing successful traders do on the weekend. And that is A, to analyze the market. Analyze what's happening now. It's good to understand what happened in the past, but you need to analyze what's likely to happen in the future. And we cannot be sure 100% never, but we can at least look at the zone in the market, what the market is likely to do based on the past. And that's what it's all about. You guys will know if you watch this channel for some time that every single week I look at all the pairs that I'm following and I try to identify the zones, see what pairs are near major zones, and that's what I'll look for the week after. Now this one can be hard, I understand, because it's kind of easy to find excuses for not looking in the market every week. Like you're busy, you have other things to do, you want to do something fun on the weekend. But every time I don't do my review, there's always this like lack of clarity for the week. There's always this like questioning throughout the week on what I'm supposed to do, and it never works really well. Either this or I'm much more likely to miss trades, which is never really good. Okay, I think I'm heading to the biggest intersection of this city. It's pretty big for the size of this city, but anyway, I'll try to walk and go to other place. Look at all these countries. I can't believe that they're nice enough to show you where Cleveland in the US is, in case you want to go by walk or something, or by car, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, it's written right there if you want to go, so, but I think for today, I'll just try to go visit the old city. It's a little bit closer, so let me try to find it. Now this building makes it look old enough to say welcome in the old city. And of course we've got the KFC to give it just a little touch of authenticness. I love it. Okay, well, don't think it's bad, but I feel like there's a lot more here going underground than on the street. So a lot more store here, which is interesting. With that, I finally reached a nice walking street. It's beautiful. Have a look. I've been around for quite some time by now, and I want to get back to what successful traders do on the weekend, something very important, which is the R in guard. This is to remove, and this is kind of broad. I want to explain a little bit more in detail. So first things first, you need to remove things that don't make any result. Things you do now that are in your schedule that don't produce result, remove them. Focus only on what's important, what works. Remove what's on your desk, because we always talk about it as the fact that a cluttered desk doesn't produce result, and you're more likely to make a mistake, to feel confused when your environment is cluttered. It's not proper for good trading, and that's really important. Then clean your chart. So remove those lines in your chart that are there but don't mean anything, or those indicators you had on your chart for a long time that didn't get anything. Those are to be removed. The rule of thumb is if something is not important or you don't use it on a daily basis, you have to remove it. And even then, if you feel like it's too much, remove it, and you'll put it back on the second day or whatever day you come in to use it. And that's the rule I really live by. Especially when you have like no desk per se, or when you have a desk that's changed every week. That's quite easy to do. Like for me, it's not a problem because every week my desk is clean and I don't think about it. I just pack everything, go to a new place sometimes. So that's easy. But if you're at the same place, I know when I'm back in Montreal, I have to clean every week. I have to make sure that, or even every day, I have to make sure everything's cleaned up, that I'm in a good environment to look at the chart, and that I can make the right decision, whatever decision I have to make. Now in regards to the D, the last letter, the last thing I want to talk about, of what successful traders do on the weekend. This is probably the toughest one, but once you do it for a couple of times, it becomes really easy and kind of a habit. That is to disconnect. You cannot spend the whole weekend looking at chart, you cannot spend the whole weekend trying to backtest. That is really important in the beginning to do, but over time you cannot do this all the time. So you have to disconnect, go outside, do something different, and try to select a few hours, even a day in the weekend, where you do like nothing, or you do what you want to do, which is outside looking at chart, outside the computer, outside the house if possible, so that you change your environment and that you get to experience things that you wouldn't otherwise. And that's really crucial. Even myself now, even if I go around during the week and I do whatever I love, I like to have like this one day or this one afternoon where I do something I love without filming it, without like being there and working, just doing what I love, so that I can disconnect, I can reflect, I get better ideas this way, and that really is helpful. I'll enjoy the dinner and we'll try to wrap this up after. Actually, this street over here is pretty cool. There's a bunch of nice buildings and a big church in the front, which is wonderful. I'll try to walk around here and see what I come across. This street here is like even more busy than the other one. A lot of people. And the day's coming to an end while I try to find my way back to the apartment, and I'm completely lost right now. I'll conclude the video here for today. Thanks guys for watching, I appreciate it. Comment below with your thoughts. Let me know what you think of those videos as always. Don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell next to the subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys here tomorrow in Gdansk, Poland. Ciao.